2021, and I'm headed to my W-2, baby. Can't work today. My car's still in the shop with no DTA. So one of my biggest goals in 2022 is to mellow out. Is to not work as hard, get more rest. So this I can use the car being in the shop to get that off to a start. So today anyway, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to go home. I'm definitely not going to use the loaner car. That's not probably feasible or legal. I know if I owned that loaner car, the last thing I'd want that person to be doing is Doordashing. So I'll treat others like I would want to be treated, and I'm not going to use the loaner car. I'm not going to use the truck today. Now tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so that could change. I might use the truck tomorrow, especially because it's after work. I don't drive near as many miles with Doordash after work, so who knows. But I want to talk about goals today. That's what my biggest goal in general is to use Doordash to improve my life in general. So you're going to hear a lot about goals in that vein. The first goal is just to get more rest. I've been working 80 hours a week for months and months, and I'm about ready to go to a 4x4 schedule. I'm going to force myself to take at least one of those days off. Like most weeks, I'm only going to work 2 to 3 of those days that I'm off for Doordash and take one day totally off. The only exception to that would be if I got a trip coming up. I need the money to go on the trip to have more fun. That's a big goal. So number 2 is to make the cruise. That's all up to COVID. Oh, it's off the chain again. Oh, not that I know anything about it. I do expect it to end soon, but man, looks like we got at least one more round. And it's right now. So I think it's about 50-50 whether we even get to go. That I would love to go and just it's all paid for. It's just take 7 days not to think about work or Doordash or any of that. So that's a really big goal. So on that same vein, this is why thank God for Doordash. It got me through a really tough time. Well, now I want to use it for things like this. I definitely want to make it to Vegas this year. No doubt about it. I keep talking about the 4x4 schedule. The most you ever want to stay in Vegas for a guy like me and my friends is about 5 days. I cut that back to 4 pretty easy. So I don't even have to take a vacation day, and I can go to Vegas, baby. And I love Vegas, and I'm going to try to make it this year. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that. Goal number 1 is just to get more rest in general. Number 2 is to make that darn cruise. Number 3 is to make it to Vegas, baby. Love Vegas. Oh, I love Vegas. And 4 days is enough. 5 days is ultimate. But really beyond that, you don't want to stay in Vegas too long. That's for sure. 4 days should be enough. So the next goal, I don't want to number them. The next goal that I definitely want to do is I want to go on a fishing trip. I'd really like to go down to Mississippi. They got excellent crappie fishing down there, and I've never been down there. I'd love to go again. 4 days should be enough for that. So this 4 days on, 4 days off thing sounds wonderful. I'm going to try to use it to my advantage and get on a fishing trip and just fish more in general. I live on a 35-acre lake. There's a 70-acre lake that's right next to my lake. That I have 100% rights to, blah, blah, blah. Try to have more water fun this year. And then the next goal right right after that is to take a big water vacation with the kids and the wife. Just go to a lake for one of those 4 days this summer when the kids are out of school, and just hang out for 4 days. Talking a lot about leisure. That's what I'm going to use Doordash to enhance now that I've picked up this W-2. It's my primary source of income, but I'm still going to make quite a bit of money with Doordash. So I'm going to use that money to improve my life, to have more fun. So let's review. So number one, just get more rest in general. Number two, make that cruise one way or the other. If we don't get to go in February, we'll reschedule for like October or something. You don't want to go when it's too hot, because it's warm down there all year. So go on, make the cruise. Number three, I don't want to number them. I want to make it to Vegas, baby. I'm going to make it to Vegas. The next one is to go on a fishing trip. Go on a fishing trip and fish more in general. Number five, go on another little vacation with the family to a lake and just hang out for 4 days, 3.5 days, whatever. And, go tubing and all that stuff. Just all of us together having fun. And that probably is the leisure part of the goals, but that is so important. I might have to work 60, 70 hours a week on average, but also some of those weeks I will not. And on those weeks, I'll work 70 hours some weeks, so 4 or 5 of those weeks a year, I can do just wonderful things with my family and with my buddies and stuff like that. And I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to afford that, working the W-2 and doing Doordash. So the next big goal is, by the time we make the cruise, right, is to have my March bills completely paid. In other words, get a month ahead. I've always operated on a month ahead model to give me some cushion. And then when all this stuff happened this year, where I switched jobs and then went to work for Satan, and of course that didn't work out, I had a cushion and I used it. I never got so behind on any of my bills that it affected my credit or anything. I did pay a few late here and there, but never more than 30 days or anything like that. And now I'm caught up, but now I want to get a month ahead, and I'd like to do that by the time we go on the cruise, and we should be able to do that. The next goal is I've got to get some stuff done around the house. When you're working 80 hours a week, you have no time to do that, and there's at least some landscaping that has to be done. So that's a really big goal of mine, is to get that stuff done. I'm gonna have to. There's no doubt. Either I'm gonna have to or pay somebody to do it. It's one or the other. So that's a really big goal. Another goal is to get some money and more money in these kids' college accounts. Got to do that. The goal is $1,000 a piece minimum. So that's a great big goal. And that's about it, really. That's enough. That's a lot of stuff all in 1 year. But it's all good stuff. Last year was a year of survival, and I did survive, thanks to Doordash. That's just the bottom line on that. Say thank you, Doordash. I don't know what I would have done without you. It's just that easy. That's what I'm a little nervous about, not working today. But one more day isn't going to hurt me too bad. If it stretches into Friday, though, that's horrible. I hope I get some good news about the car today, that it's gonna get done, you know. But if it's not, maybe I'll DoorDash in the truck on Friday, and then, oh man, Saturday's just a whole different kind of day, you know. I don't know if I want to do it full time in the truck, but man, there's probably a lot of money to be made Saturday. So, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do if that car's not done. Hopefully it will get done, but now as the week moves on, yeah, you got the holiday. How much are these people gonna do? It's looking bad. It's looking bad. So I'm gonna have to make decisions based on all that. So I'm here at my W-2 job, go in here and make the miracles happen. Really enjoying the job so far, no doubt about that. I made a really, really good decision after making some bad ones. But I've been here, you know, going on 2 months, and which ain't a long time, but it's long enough to know if you're gonna make it or not. And I definitely think I am. So set some goals. You can see where I'm taking DoorDash. I'm taking DoorDash from surviving and paying bills, and made a lot of videos about that. Hey man, I do this to pay my bills. Now I'm taking DoorDash to a whole new level to just improve my life. And you see all the things I'm planning to do this year, and that'll all be because I'm going to be on a 4x4 schedule. I'm going to work 2 or 3 of those days for DoorDash, and then a little bit in between. And I'm going to use that money to go on a cruise. I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go on a fishing trip. I'm going to take my kids on a lake trip, like to the Lake of the Ozarks, Wapapella Lake, that lake down by Branson, maybe, you know, like a family vacation, you know, and it'll be a lot like the movie. But you know, that's the big plan. You know, is to enhance our lives, get stuff done around the house, get at least a month ahead on our bills, things like that.